right, puck is down on the first period. It's Wayzata in their home whites again. West Fargo in their royal and gold, yellow maybe. I'm all alone trying to operate the scoreboard along with the camera and the play-by-play. We'll see if we can pull this off. This is going to be Johnson in his own end. It's over to Turek for the Trojans. Finds Pyle up the middle. He chips it towards the blue line, but West Fargo will bring it back Wayzata's way, and now Moldy will regroup. It's Turek looking for Winfield. Winfield will turn and circle. It's stolen in the neutral zone, and here come the Stampede. Wild shot, tried to hit the short side, and it rings out all the way into the Stampede end. Wayzata will finally get their full set of line changes done here. Now Winfield takes his guy out on the back check. Kurtz weaves his way into the zone. Knocked away from him, and around the near side. We won't be able to see much down in that corner. This is Naraki. He's going to turn it back for Wayzata. Gets past one guy. Stood up at the blue line, but Kurtz has it out towards Sauer in the middle. It gets past him. Alstad keeps it in at the blue line. Sauer is going to flip it down towards Kurtz. Try a zoom here. A little further away, we're at the nicest of the four rinks here in White Bear Lake. Now it's West Fargo down the right wing, a nifty little move and a one-handed shot in on Schoen. He makes the save. Puck is in behind the net. Stampede have a couple of guys down there. Now one of them is going to gather it in the corner. It's going to circle right across the top of that right face-off circle. Now a low shot right in front. Trickles towards Schoen off his pad and into the corner, and now out of the zone for Wayzata. West Fargo turns it right back in. Another shot right on, and this time Schoen will be able to freeze it. This is Kirshner on the draw. The Stampede are going to control it. Now it's out top to the point for a blast. I think that got into Schoen, and he knocked it down with his glove. I'm going to give West Fargo a shot for that one. And now it's in the corner for Davison. West Fargo with another shot. Two more big saves by Schoen. Wayzata looking to find their legs here. Shots are 6-0 early on. Now it's Hendricks into the zone for the Trojans. He gets knocked off the puck. Pulmonero will keep it in. Rung around the boards towards Davison. He pinches in. Nice job there. Keep it in the zone. He rings it around towards Kirshner down in the far corner there. West Fargo will play catch with it behind their net. They almost turned it over to Kirshner right on the inside the face-off circle there, and now it's Hendricks tried to get it to Colmenero, and it's just knocked away from him before he could get anything on it. Now West Fargo will dump it in. Controlled nicely by Schoen behind the net. He leaves it for Weekly. Now it's on the near boards. They're going to backhand it out front. Nice job by Davison to sniff that one out, and he sends it up towards Pyle. Pyle knocked off the puck at the far blue line. Stampede looking to go cross ice. They connect with their left winger. He sends it back to the right side. A shot goes about 4 feet high over the net. And now it's Pyle and Moldy chasing. It went up and into the player bench. Be a face-off just outside the Wayzata blue line here. It's Moldy on the draw. Comes back to the Stampede. They're going to chip it in towards the zone. Oh, stood up at the blue line briefly by Johnson. Now it's going to be Moldy. He'll come out of the zone. Takes a slash and a shove. Knocked down to the ice. Now he still has control of it. It's Pyle. Chipped it up. Still controlling. Now it's into the zone. Moldy with a shot just wide. He'll chase his own rebound and get it back towards Turek at the point. If Turek was left-handed, it would have been perfect, but he's not, so it eluded him on the backhand side, and it's Wayzata now with Johnson on the counterattack. He brings it up the left side. Sends it towards the middle, towards Peterson. It's knocked away from him into the corner. And now West Fargo tried to get it out. Johnson knocked it back in. That one's going to be offside. Kurtz on the draw, wins it back to Alstead. Naraki with a nice little feed up to Winfield and took a hit to make the play there. He hops up. Now it's back into the Stampede end. This is Kurtz chasing. West Fargo will ring it around the boards. Now they tried to find a streaking winger, but the pass is too hard and it's icing. Kurtz on the draw again for the Trojans. He's out there with Sauer and Winfield. It's Naraki and Alstead defensively. Breakout attempt there, broken up by first Sauer and then Kurtz. A couple of bodies down on the ice, and the West Fargo goalie will play it in behind. It's going to come out to the point towards Alstead, sends it the Stampede's way, but it's deflected over to the sideboards. And now here they come with some speed down the left wing. Toe drag attempt. And that one sneaks by. And it's a 1-0 West Fargo lead. A little toe drag. He got it through Alstead's legs, and then it kind of snuck through Schoen as well. I think he was screened off by the defenseman a little bit there. Face-off at center ice. Davison hopped into the play immediately on the draw, and Kirshner will grab it on the far boards. Down the left wing, circling up top towards Hendricks, who was right near the blue paint there, but it just couldn't connect. West Fargo player loses a stick, and the puck goes into their player bench. Wayzata still looking for the first shot on goal here. A little over 6 minutes in. Center ice face-off here. Comes to Weekly on the near boards. Intercepted at center ice by the Stampede. And now it's Davison and Kirshner down in that corner out to the point. Shot right on, blocked by Schoen. And now Colmenero will gather it. He finds Kirshner on the far wing. Kirshner 1 against 2. Now Hendricks trying to join him. Kirshner goes wide, ridden off the puck behind the goal. Now it's Turek. Will regroup for the Trojans over to Johnson. Knocked away from him and back into the Wayzata end. Going to be up the near wing, and now it's Moldy. He's coming up the right wing. He's going to cut towards the middle, knocked away. West Fargo behind, intercepted by Peterson. He's got it behind. He looks for Pyle right in front. Got to him, but the shot was blocked. And a stoppage. Net was off, maybe? Not sure. Face off in the West Fargo end, at any rate. Draw comes back towards Johnson. It skips past him, and now West Fargo's got numbers coming back this way, right side, towards the middle. Puck is sitting there. Nice back check there by Moldy. He's knocked down. Now a shot from the near boards is blocked by Turek. Back to the point. They'll ring it around. Retrieves it behind. Johnson knocks it away. Moldy will go in to help. There's 2 Stampede players and only 2 white jerseys. Now it's back towards the point. Hard shot blocked by Turek. That hit his foot. That's going to smart a little bit, and now Johnson takes his man down, and we're going to get a penalty out of that one. Puck is down. It's Moldy and Pyle on this kill, along with Naraki and Alstad. Wayzata can't quite clear. Stampede send it down. Alstad will ring it around the boards. Pyle tries to chip it out, but it's held in. Now the Stampede will get it set up here. Behind the net, now to the short side, off the side of the goal there. And it's Pyle for the Trojans. A couple of Stampede defensemen are back there, and they turn it aside, and back the other way they come. In behind where Naraki confronts the Stampede player, and they outnumber us, so they come away with it, and now it's a block by Naraki, and then a centering attempt goes through everybody. Now they're going to set it up behind. Good play by Naraki to stamp that one out. Top of the circle shot here, blocked by Alstad. It's going to battle in the corner. Stampede will still control here with 40 seconds left in the man advantage. Top of the circle into the dot. Shot is deflected again by Alstad. It's getting in the way of a lot of pucks here. Nice job by Ryder. Now he's got a chance to fire it, and he does. Gets outside the blue line, but only just barely, and West Fargo brings it right back in. Now they thread a pass across the ice that hits nobody, but they still control. Now they're going to set it up on the far boards, looking for the back door here. Nice job by Naraki to sniff that one out. Now it's Winfield, gets it out of the zone. Wayzata will go for changes, try to get on. They do. Shot is sticked into the netting by Schoen, and we'll get a stoppage, and the penalty is over. Good kill there by Wayzata. This is Kurtz on the draw, wins it back to Davison towards the blue line. That clearly came out of the zone. The ref didn't see it that way, and now it's Winfield for the Trojans. Curls it wide, down into the corner, gives it behind to Kurtz. Knocked away by the Stampede. Here they come. Center ice. Weekly will grab it and send it back the other way. It's held in at the line. Now it's Davison. He's just going to send it out towards the red line. The Stampede try to go cross ice. It's picked off by Winfield. He's into the zone. Still, Trojans still in search of their first shot on goal here. Sauer back to Davison. Looks in the middle towards Winfield. Now West Fargo springs a guy right up the gut, and it's a breakaway, and it's a goal. Sure. You do a play-by-play? Yeah. Thank you. All right, 2-rip West Fargo. Wayzata still searching for their first shot on goal. This is Colmenero, rings it down around. Kirshner chases. It's held by Johnson. Do we give him a shot on goal? It is to the right side. The official scorer will give it to him, so will I. Stampede now come out to the red line. They're going to fire it in. It's right on goal. Schoen almost covered it and then decided to give it to Johnson, and now it's stolen at the top of the circle, but Johnson will come away with it. He's got Hendricks on his right. Instead, it gets sent down into the left-hand corner. Colmenero there, picked off, and here comes the stampede. Down the right wing, a hard shot right into Schoen's chest.
Just breathe. Deep breaths.
Defensive zone face-off here. It's Moldy. He's out there with Peterson and Pyle. This one's going to come to Pyle on the near boards. He tries to kick it out, and I think it went off Turek's head on the player bench, so it's whistled down. Turek is an avid soccer player. I think he tried to casually head that one back into play, but the ref saw it. Face-off is won by West Fargo. They had a guy dangerously in front, but it goes past him. Now Peterson was going to try to chip it past the defenseman, but he was wise to that and turned it back the other way. Now it's Pyle in his own end. He's going to chip it up high off the boards, looking for Moldy. Wow, fired off the ref's back there. Kept in the zone by Alstad. Over to Moldy, shoots off the post. Nice one-timer by Moldy. Now it's out in front. He tried to pick the short side, and it goes up out of play.
Sorry, it wasn't do this. It was about the goalie, not good at this. I can't do it.
Face off in the neutral zone now. It's Weekly for Wayzata. He'll send it deep, and let's see if we can go to work. It's Kurtz on the chase. Winfield also down there. It's going to come to the stampede on the boards. I didn't even see their winger over there, but they had a guy there, and he's going to try to hoist it out to center. It's intercepted by Winfield. He's into the zone, drops it for Sauer. There's a shot and a rebound, and another shot and a huge save by the Stampede goalie. I think that was Kurtz on the back door off of a rebound attempt, and the goalie stretched out that left leg and made a big save to keep it a 2-goal Stampede lead. Faceoff comes back to Weekly, rips one wide, and now it's Davison trying to hold it at the blue line. He does for a second. Now it's off of Weekly, and a high shot by West Fargo. That'll circle around and come all the way outside the zone. They go D to D in the neutral zone. Knocked away momentarily by Winfield, but Stampede will carry it in. Good stick by Davison there. He'll send it a little too hard off the boards. That should be an icing. It is.
Somebody else has to do the second. I can't. I'm not good at it. No one's watching. We're just listening. Can't do it. Go by period.
West Fargo right off the draw here. They tried to thread it out front and hit the side of the net, and now Johnson has it for the Trojans. It's Colmenero on the half boards, and West Fargo keeps it in. Turek battles behind, rings it around towards Colmenero. He's going to have a little space now. Picks it off the boards, looking for Hendricks. It's past him. West Fargo goalie tries to get it all the way outside the zone. Kirshner takes a high, hard hit. And then Colmenero goes down, and they're going to call that one after missing the shoulder to the head about 2 seconds earlier. It's going to be a hook against Colmenero. Kirshner and Hendricks up front on this kill, and it's going to be Naraki and Alstad behind. Hard shot, it's right there for Schoen. And he covers it up. It was underneath him. Good stop there by Schoen. All right, Moldy on the draw now. He's with Pyle, and it's still Alstad and Naraki. The Stampede set it up with 45 seconds left in the first period. We'll work it around the outside, and then a guy sneaks down the backside, and they got it to him, but it was blocked. I think that was Alstad yet again. Has about 3 or 4 blocks already. And now an errant pass comes out to the Stampede zone. Moldy will force him all the way down behind his net, and now they'll reverse it. Nice job by Moldy getting him to kill additional seconds off of this power play. Now they come up with speed. That should have been offside at the line, but it's up and out of play behind Schoen. I forgot to start the clock, so we're down to 7 seconds in the period and 1 minute and 5 on the power play. Moldy wins that draw back to Alstad, and we're going to escape the first period without any more damage, but it's a 2-0 Stampede lead.
Walking away. Came out a little sluggish in that period, then
Yep. It'll be Bruce Turek taking over camera duties as the second period starts here. Evan Moldy was on for about 10 minutes and could not take the pressure. He's weeping down in the corner somewhere right now, so Bruce had to take over. Puck is down here, still shorthanded for the next 50 seconds. Pyle and Moldy will force the Stampede to regroup in their own end. Now it's cross ice, intercepted by Pyle. Little opportunity here. He drops it to Moldy. Moldy turns it back the other way, and Turek will send it around. Pyle is down there. And now the Stampede come out briefly, picked off by Johnson, and it's Pyle again across the blue line. Great job on this kill here. Moldy will ring it all the way around to Turek, and he'll send it into the zone, and now West Fargo comes out. A pass is a little too strong, and Johnson's able to turn it back. They stay onside at the line. Now they get it right out up top to the middle there, and then they centered it back to a defenseman who had backed out of the zone, concerned about our guy coming out of the box. And now they're offside, so we'll get a stoppage. Kirshner now out there with Hendricks and Colmenero. This is going to be Naraki gaining the blue line. Drops it back towards Colmenero. Low shot. Shot there by Colmenero. Good hard shot, a rebound, but the rebound was cleared, and now Stampede will bring it up. Across the blue. Nice play by them back to their trailing defenseman, and a good save by Schoen off the blocker. Centering attempt, steered aside by Naraki. Hendricks is up ahead of the play, but Stampede defenseman saw it developing and knocked it away. Now it's West Fargo back into the zone across the blue line. Right wing, shot, blocker save. It's going to ring around to the near boards here for West Fargo. Now it's out to their defenseman. He shoots it, and that one I think was deflected in front a little bit. Redirected, and it's a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a knuckle puck by the Stampede. Tough one to handle. Here we go, it's Davison for the Trojans. He sends it ringing around the boards. Got snuck past Winfield over there, and here comes West Fargo. Stolen in the neutral zone momentarily by Sauer, but the Stampede bring it in. And here comes Davison now for the Trojans, up to Winfield. He takes it wide, he's bodied off the play. Good back check there by the West Fargo forward. A little chirping on the player bench here. Kept in at the line by Davison. Was looking for Sauer. Now he's got it. He's on his backhand. Now it's Winfield with a golden opportunity in front, and it's gloved down by the Stampede goalie. He's made 2 or 3 pretty good saves. We only have 5 shots on goal, but I would say 3 of those were really good scoring chances. Moldy is kicked out of the face-off dot for an unknown infraction, and now it's West Fargo controlling the face-off. They've had a little play on there, and now it's a 2-on-1 developing for the Stampede. Good back check by Johnson. It's dropped back. Stampede player went to his backhand. Now Moldy gets his stick on it in the neutral zone, but an alert play by West Fargo to turn it back the other way and prevent a potential break for Moldy. Now it's West Fargo controlling it in behind. Turek will fight for it. Now it's Johnson. It's just behind Pyle and back into the Wayzata end. Turek with it. It's up and into the protective netting, so that'll be a whistle. Colmenero now with a nice job to fight through a check, but it's held in at the blue line. West Fargo down in the far corner. Kirshner helps out. Naraki is down there battling. Hendricks joins the fray, but West Fargo comes out of there with it. Slick little try there. He's skating behind the net, tried to bring it out front across his body to the backhand and got a shot in on Schoen. Now it's at the red line. See if Wayzata can gather it in here. They do. Colmenero sends it deep. Bounced off the end boards out in front, but West Fargo was there to clear it away. Now it's Kirshner back to the point towards Naraki. It's blocked. They get tangled up there, and they're going to call Naraki for an interference. You could argue it was the West Fargo player that knocked him down, but I think they're going to get him for getting in the way.
Have a 5-on-3 coming up here in a minute.
That's the way the beginnings of periods usually go for us. A constant parade to the box. It'll just be 5-on-4 for now, and it is. Colmenero with Sauer. Davison with Weekly on this PK for the Trojans. In behind, Davison grabs it. He pitchforks it up off the glass. Held in nicely by West Fargo there. They'll ring it all the way around, and Sauer will chase aggressively. Nice job by Cruz. He gets it out of the zone. Now draws an interference call. Great work by Cruz there. Battling through a check, and he draws a penalty. Colmenero on the draw. It's still Colmenero and Sauer for the Trojans. Now it's a 4-on-4. Colmenero doing a great job forechecking there. Hits one man, then another one. But the Stampede are trying to spring somebody up the middle again. Very close to offside at the line, and he rings one off the post. Now it's Weekly behind his own goal to Colmenero, and Davison will carry it. To Sauer, to Colmenero, across the blue line, back to Davison. He fires one, it's blocked, and now it'll go to the far side, and Davison's going for a change. West Fargo will choose to ice it on this all the way down. No, it doesn't make it. Good hustle by the Stampede there to prevent the icing. And it's Johnson behind the net. He'll just lift it high off the glass. This one, I think, will make it for an ice. 35 seconds left on the 4-on-4. This will be Kurtz now. He's out there with Winfield. Stampede turn and fire a wild shot high off the glass. It's Turek behind the goal. Now a shot attempt in front, but I think maybe West Fargo is going to get a call here. Maybe a rough. He's a little aggressive on that body check behind the goal. Roughing it is. So it'll be a 4-on-3 briefly here for 24 seconds, and then it'll be a 5-on-3 for 23 seconds after that. It's Moldy on the draw. It comes back to West Fargo. They clear it, but not out. It's Johnson. Puck is knocked away from Johnson, and it's out of the zone. It's underneath the West Fargo player. Now Moldy's going to fight for it, and Alstad comes away with it. It's Johnson weaving into the zone. We'll take a look and fires it off the blocker, and it trickled just wide of that far post. Johnson almost snuck that one in. Now it's going to be Moldy for the Trojans. And it's a 5-on-3, but only for the next 9 seconds. Now it's dropped back towards Pyle, and it's going to be a 2-on-1, short-handed here for the Stampede. They get it to their guy, and it's wide, and now we should have numbers coming the other way. It's Moldy. West Fargo does a good job back-checking to get all their troops back, and now Moldy trying to fight through traffic there, and it's taken away, and it'll come out of the zone. This is Johnson. Turns, gives it to Moldy. Moldy into the zone now. Let's see if we can set it up. There's 40 seconds left on the 5-on-4 now. Moldy up to Johnson. A little dangerous. We have no defenseman back at the blue line right now. It's bites us a little bit every now and again, but now we've recovered, and it's Johnson up high again. Surveying his options. He'll give it off the boards towards Peterson. Now it's Moldy. Goes cross ice all the way over to Pyle. Back up top now to Johnson with 10 seconds on the power play. Moldy's just going to fire it from the far boards. That one's gobbled up by the Stampede goalie. Face off now in the offensive end. It's going to be rung all the way around by West Fargo. This should be an icing. It will kill off the rest of the power play, though. It's going to be Kirshner, Kurtz on the draw, and West Fargo is going to ice it again if it makes it all the way. It does. Face-off draw now is controlled by the Stampede. They'll come out around one guy. Now it's into the zone, down the left wing. Good back check by Kurtz to get in front of that attempt. Weekly now along the boards. He's double teamed. Kurtz there to help out. Now the Stampede will cycle it back down into the corner. Weekly eliminates his man. Kurtz there to help, but now the Stampede come out of the corner. They're going to try the Michigan. It comes off the stick, predictably, and it's not even a shot on goal. Now here comes Winfield. Stampede goalie looking for an assist here. Gets it way up to their winger. He's going to come into the zone. Slows down, looks for his options. Between the legs, centering attempt. Nobody home. And now it's Sauer. He'll try to give it to Winfield. Stayed on side. Winfield is hit hard as he gets a shot towards the goal. And West Fargo will come out of the zone. Excellent breakout there. It's down the right wing, trying to cut to the middle. Good back check by Kirshner. Now it's up top, chipped away by Turek, and it comes to Colmenero. Johnson dropped it. Looking for Colmenero. Kirshner picks it up. Now it's Turek at the point with a low shot. It's right there for Hendricks. He takes a shot. That's blocked. Kirshner attempt is blocked. Shot by Colmenero is saved. And then the net came off right as Hendricks had another chance. Might have been our best offensive flurry there. We got 2 or 3 opportunities.
It's 9 shots.
Yeah. It's going to be Colmenero for the Trojans. It's now to Kirshner behind. A nice little feed to Colmenero. Hendricks there in front too, and 2 more stops for the Stampede goaltender. In behind for Colmenero. Kirshner joins the fray. Now it's to the far corner. Stampede will bring it out, and they'll chip it down into the Wayzata end. Turek chases, reverses it towards Hendricks. Now it's West Fargo in the face-off circle. Shot goes wide. Johnson now behind the net for the Trojans. He's going to sauce it up towards Kirshner, knocked down nicely. It's Colmenero at the blue line. Into the zone, gets it towards the middle. Johnson was trying to tee that one up, but it's knocked away from him. Rocky back for Wayzata. Now it's down behind the goal. Out to the front, Naraki knocks it away. He's going to send it off the boards in the direction of Hendricks. It's past him into the zone. West Fargo goalie likes to play that puck. Moldy saw it happening. He shoots and scores. Tipped in by Colmenero in front of the net. Nice job by Tommy there. Good hand-eye coordination. He went high, and I think it went off sort of the shaft of his stick, and he directed it into the corner. Good play by Moldy to intercept the clearing attempt by the Stampede goalie. Refs are discussing it now, discussing probably whether it was a high stick, but they're gonna say it's a good goal. They're gonna ask Coach Hendricks if he's okay with that decision. He says yes. We'll take the goal. He thought about it. He was put on the spot. He doesn't usually coach. You never know what he might say. What's that?
The whiteboard.
Yeah.
Decided to go with the goal.
Still a discussion now. West Fargo coaches unsuccessful in their lobby for the high stick, so it'll be a 3-1 game here. See if that gives us a little spark. It's West Fargo back into the Wayzata end behind the net. Alstead retrieves it. It comes towards Peterson. Peterson was looking for Pyle there at the blue line. It's just out of his reach. No whistle, no icing. I didn't really see a signal either way by the referees, but they didn't blow the whistle. So we'll play on. That one hits Moldy. And now it's in front. Kind of a dribbling shot on there. That was... Stampede goalie had a little trouble gathering it in, but then he did freeze it. Moldy now, it's back to Naraki. Pyle, and it gets past Naraki at the blue line. He's going to send it back in offside. Faceoff's going to come all the way down in the Wayzata end. I guess that's an intentional offside. It'll be Moldy. Comes back to the West Fargo point, blocked by Pyle. Hit him in the skate, but he's up. Peterson on the forecheck here, and it comes to Moldy. He's going to shoot it. Glove down. That one was maybe going high over the net, but I'm going to charitably give us a shot on goal. Offensive zone draw here for Wayzata. It's Moldy, sits in the dot briefly, and Pyle gets it back to Davison for the shot that goes right on goal, but it's steered into the corner, and now here come the Stampede down the right wing. Gets around one guy, he's in the middle, tried to get it under the armpit of Schoen, and he was able to close that gap and freeze it.
You okay over there? Good job, Bruce. Going better.
All right, puck is down now in the defensive end. Just over 3 minutes to go in the second period. 2-goal lead for the Stampede. It's Sauer, Kurtz, and Winfield for the Trojans. This is Weekly, and now it'll come to Davison behind the net. Look out. Schoen was out to play it, and it kind of took a weird bounce past him, and now I think it's into the West Fargo player bench. Kurtz on the draw now, Sauer. And now it's up towards Winfield into the neutral zone, but the Stampede will control it. Trying to weave his way through the neutral zone. There's a lot of traffic there, and it comes to Kurtz down the left wing. He's going to take a shot on goal. Saved by the Stampede goalie. Kurtz now on the draw. It's back to Johnson. There's two Stampede players on him immediately. Now it's Kurtz battling for it, looking for Sauer. It comes free. Backhand, forehand, and it's in. Nice job, Cruz. That puck kind of just came loose to Cruz on the back door. He made one move and jammed it home, and it's a one-goal game. Here we go. Just what we needed with just over 2 minutes left in the second period.
Do it again, boys.
2 goals in a row has Wayzata within 1. Alstad gloves one down. It comes to Colmenero. He goes cross ice to Hendricks. He's going to rip one high. That one is saved. I'm not going to give him a shot on goal for that. Clearly was going high. All right, here comes West Fargo off that face-off. Little design play. They were trying to spring somebody on this near side, but it was intercepted by Alstad. He'll turn in the neutral zone. Looking for Kirschner. That one's intercepted by West Fargo. They're streaking down the left wing. Nice blocker save there by Schoen. Now it's at the point. That one's deflected by Colmenero into the far corner. Low shot. Now Alstad has it out to the blue line. That should be offside, and it is.
Good call.
The draw comes to Johnson. He'll check out his options. Goes D to D over to, I think that's Turek. Yep, Turek. Stick handles it out of the zone. It's Kirschner. Now it's Colmenero across the blue line. Drops it to Kirschner. Towards the middle. This time it's sticked away. We couldn't get a shot on. Johnson gets in front of his guy, and Hendricks covering defensively will get it over towards Turek. His pass attempt is blocked, but Johnson is there at the blue line to turn it back the other way, and it's Kirschner into the zone. He's going to try to go wide. Played off the puck, and it's Colmenero down in the corner. Nice check. Now it's out towards Johnson. His shot is blocked. It's Hendricks in the front. Now Kirschner gets a stick on it. It's going to come out to the red line, and the Stampede are into the zone. Shot goes off Kirschner. Now it's over to the far point. Makes one move, tries to navigate around Hendricks, but Hendricks got a piece of him, and the wild shot goes well wide. Now it's Johnson. He'll flip it up in the air. Gloved down by the Stampede defender, and it's back behind the net with 9 seconds remaining in period 2. Turek up top for West Fargo. I think he had more time than he thought he did. He fired one well wide, and now it's frozen by Schoen right at the buzzer at the end of 2. We'll see you back in about 10 or 15 minutes for the third period.